They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Get set, get set.
On second down, here's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Breeze now. This is Gordon on the dump off. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Over the middle to Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Let's go.
Now the carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll lose lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Jarquan. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Black. Gun. Here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he hits his man, Matthews. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Bring up 48. Line out.
A first down throw for Cousins. Now he's flushed out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable.
On 2nd down, Williams takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mason Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
300. Let's go.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Breeze now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Breeze now on first down. Allen's got it complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Left side, caught by Matthews. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
To throw, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Melvin. Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes our score 17-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Petty. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they'll find his rookie tight end. It's Hayden Hurst. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Here we go!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Petty now. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Steps away. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. The open man is Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, when you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Ready? You waiting? You want a shot? Waiting for shot.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. James has got it, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Petty now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Leopard!
They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Set! Detroit! Blue 90!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hurry up, here we go! Gone! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gone. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Slam. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that after the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Now let's go. Watch him now, Barney. Blue 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the